What's going on, guys? It's your boy Player X,
And joined by the Galone Wolf.
and together we are the Semi-Limited Podcast. You know what it is. We just want to say thank you to everyone who's been listening lately, showing us love, especially people who've been coming to locals, sending us messages, interacting with the platforms. We do this for you guys and appreciate all the love you guys have been giving back. Everyone copping the merch, hoodies, shirts, all that stuff, the mat pins. We really do appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving us and, all that. Well, before I get into the show, we're just going to do a couple quick shout outs. We'll do the shout out to Unplugged Gaming that we usually do in Manlius, New York. You can be sure to check out their Discord server down below in the description box. I'll have a link there that you can click on to join their Discord server and talk about all the card games, TCGs that you guys want to, whether it be Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it be Magic the Gathering, One Piece, and whatever stupid ass game, Flesh and Blood, whatever. All that is down there in their Discord, so be sure to check that out. And also, our Twitter follower and TikTok follower will be, our TikTok and Twitter follower giveaway will be coming up soon. 50 followers for each. You should be going to the link tree down below to go click on it. It'll be bring up a map of all of our social medias. You click on them, follow them all because you love us so much. And then by the time you do that, we'll have 50 followers and we'll be doing a random raffle or giveaway to you guys. So that way we'll be able to give back to you the same way you guys give back to us.
As he said earlier, the merch has officially been released. You guys are already buying that up. Thank you again. There's a link tree in the link tree. There is a Etsy link down below. Just follow that. Get some pins, some hoodies, some shirts. Rock it off.
That's right, absolutely. So, and that's going to be down there. So, shout outs to 7 South for holding it down for the merch for us. But getting right into it, because, we don't want to make it a big, long episode today. Just some light, before we get into the Nats runs that we're all about to be doing. But just a quick brusher on the ban list and how it's been shaping up. With the ban list coming out and having a bunch of the Euro Nats and all that stuff, it's actually been pretty cool having this ban list, but I don't think it's been one of the biggest ban lists that we've probably had. I thought it was going to be a little bit more impactful. I feel as though the meta is still the same it's been since before of it. So, I don't really feel like anything has really shifted. Do you?
No, I don't think things have shifted. I just think there's more representation and deck options that are coming from this ban list. As we saw before, Cashier is still pretty good, especially going into post what was 2-week ban list now or 1 week. But I think it leveled things out mostly too for the decks. It gives just a better representation and better deck building options too. So I think this was actually a really good ban list to not hurt and wound a deck, but to let other people in to the format.
Yeah, it was a lot of slaps on the wrist. I would feel nothing was everyone was saying a lot of decks are neutered and slaughtered, and maybe at first glance it was like that, but I don't feel as though maybe the first 2 weeks in that it's been that much of a difference. Kashtira is still probably the most represented deck in the room. Branded, it's still goated. It's still really, really strong. It has a bunch of plays. They can still gimmick puppet lock you, or they can play more utility cards now. Super Heavy Samurais can still play. It's a 2-card combo now instead of 1, so they're still in the format. And now that you got rogue decks like Dino or any of the other Sprite variants that are coming out there, they're all still strong. So I just don't feel as though the ban list did everything you need. I do agree that it allowed the power levels to go down a little bit. The consistency within cash isn't as strong. The branded feeling the explosion and having to rely specifically on Sanctifier kind of means something now. Super Heavy Samurais not having the Scarecrow means that it's gonna take 2 cards to kind of do full combo, but they can still put up 4 negates without it. So what's 1 less negate? Branded can still put up the gimmick puppet lock. It's all right, so who cares about expulsion? Kashtira can still set up Shangri-La with the Rise Heart, which is bringing out 2 monsters. It's still going to be able to lock up most of your board. The end boards are still there. I just don't feel as though the ban list did enough as far as taking one of these decks out of contention. I think we really needed one of these powerhouses dealt with. It kind of took it out to the back. Obviously not Cashier, but one of these decks needed to be taken out. I just don't think it did.
I'd probably go with the next ban list around. We'll probably do what you're talking about. They'll probably kill off. Cash is still a huge problem. They'll kill off cash to let the next deck come in, and
I
perform.
don't think
And
they will. They can't. Starlight. Remember.
oh, the Starlight
Starlight
block.
that bounce. Yeah.
It's got plot armor.
Yeah.
It's got plot armor
Orion
for a
starts not going
background
nowhere.
character.
He's a Starlight. They got a Banshee shot with him.
But no, it's I think it's a good ban list. It got me back in the game. It made me want to play a couple new decks.
Yeah, he came over to the kitchen locals. That's how
Yeah,
you know it's real.
said I'd be back, and
Made
I'm
an
back.
appearance. Yeah. Shocked the boys. I think you had the best reaction when you walked in the room. Everyone was like, "Oh shit, it's Galoni. He's actually playing."
Guess who's back?
But talking about, competitively, like the Nats run, I think for Cuse is going to be really, really good. Like we got a lot of people from Cuse going down to Raleigh, North Carolina for Nationals this year. Even the casual players are feeling the need to, make this trip and come down and have some fun. A lot of the competitive players are obviously going for clout and whatnot, but I still think that it's going to be a fun time, like whether we day two or not. My goal is just a day two. I feel as though going from something like a locals or a regionals, maybe even like an OTS championship, to going to a nationals is going to be like really, really dramatic. So if I day two, like I'll be fine with that, even if I bubble out and don't top. Like if I go, what is that? I think it's like 9-2-1 day one or something like that. That's where you're allowed, or 8-2-1 So, well, what
No,
about
I'm
you?
not
You going to
Nats.
Nats?
I'd bring that back to I think the ban list was just really good. I think the ban list was just really good, and it got a lot of casual people going. Like Kev, for instance, they brought back some shitty pendulum card, and now Kev's back in the format with us.
Fucking
But
Kevin.
Kev, he'll go to a random tournament and fucking compete and win. Like when we all scrubbed out at Exiled, I think it was, and there was Kev topping or coming close at least.
Yeah, dead ass. Fuck yeah. So I mean, like a lot of people, even like Kevin, who are casual, can still go down there and have fun in side events, or like those little like different format events, the rivalry warlord, the common charity, all those little side things. But like everyone has a fun at Nat, so I really do encourage anyone, if you're listening, to go down there. Obviously I will be down there. We'll be doing like little skits for TikTok, interacting with the public, doing free card giveaways, free merch to a couple like lucky people. So we'll be having a good time. So I think Nationals will be a fun time for all of us. And I just, as always, people know that I just respect the drive down. Like I feel as though the drive to and from big events is like the most important time, and I think that's where like the real bonding happens. So, as usual, I think those drives are also going to be very interesting for sure.
It's the climb.
Miley Cyrus. Yeah.
The Nats runs are always fun though. Yeah. Good luck to everyone going out there. Thanks for representing us. You can catch them in the semi-limited merch.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, be sure that if you get any merchandise or any like matte pins, any of the hoodies or shirts, sweatpants or whatever, let me know. I'll come through and sign them. Make sure that you guys are all freshed out, dripped up. Make sure that you guys are all taken care of. If you guys see me, we'll get a picture. We'll get you on the Instagram. I'll be doing a collage later on with David Felton, our Instagram figurehead. So we'll be doing a whole bunch of that, interacting with you guys. So be sure to come out and say what's up at Nats. Speaking of new things going out there, we saw those leaks for those new Battles of Legends, and I kind of feel a little indifferent about this set. Actually, I don't know how your thoughts were. What do you feel about the reprints and the rarities, and even the 25th Anni-Rarities, if you will?
Yeah, the Anni-Rarities, as some people might call it.
Yeah, namely me.
I think they got a few right on there. There's a couple rarity bumps that I like. There's a few that you're making a case for me over the week that I can see why they shouldn't have done it like that, as far as putting them in that rarity. But I also like seeing them in that rarity for the 25th anniversary, just because they are history to the meta. Whether it be 2 years or they got cards from about 7 years ago, it ranges. But I think they got to hit some modern cards, and they definitely hit a few modern cards that already have rarity bumps, as you were protesting.
Yeah, I was a little bit upset about some of them.
Which one made you the most pissed off? The most
I
angry
think
there?
as far as just the 25th Anni-Rarity,
Yeah. Not just as a reprint goes.
100% has got to be the Zeus. I'm so tired of them fucking with my max rarity cash tier deck. So you're telling me I just dropped $400 on 2 Starlight Zeus to go play in that format because you needed 2, obviously, because of Diablosis. And then you're telling me that a month later, after you ban Diablosis, I'm about to get a reprint of a makeshift diet Starlight, like Starlight Light. I don't get it. It made me really, really upset to see that because I think my argument with that was it makes someone like me who honestly cares about rarity and like obviously was financially ready to spend money into the game make me not want to get into the game like at a high rarity or a high level like that, because if I'm going to spend $450 on a Starlight thinking that this is going to be the highest rated, this card is going to retain its value, yada yada, and then a year later they do another like makeshift like watered down version of that rarity, and it goes for cheaper and it influences the Starlight, people are now trying to buy that rarity instead of the Starlight, which makes it go down and yada yada. Then for that, it just makes me not want to get into that high rarity collecting. It makes me not want to spend that money. I think Chris Berry, shout outs to Chris Berry if he's listening, just had the argument in the group chat the other day that he didn't like collector's rares and they look like makeshift or like side print alties. And I can agree with him to a certain extent, like that an ulti is superior, and it makes you want to get an ulti of things instead of a collector's rare, because an ulti is like a standalone really good printing, where the collector's rare is kind of like a makeshift like differentiated variant of that same rarity. So I can agree with them. It really did make me mad, especially people who like bought into like IP Masquerade to Starlight, because that was at a core set. That was like the second highest Starlight I think of all time, right behind like Appaloosa. So for that to get another rarity, and then they're coming out pre-sale at like $200, like that, and that's on like Gamer's Choice. That's not even on like TCG Player, because you already know those go way more crazy. So
Yeah,
like
those
it's
would
just
be way
crazy,
more.
you know. Like why would I spend the $400 on a Starlight when I could spend half that on a 25th anniversary rare that looks exactly like the Starlight? It just, for that, go pick a different card. It just makes no fucking sense to me personally.
So you're thinking they should have done like a different rarity for the 25th anniversary than something so close to a Starlight?
Exactly. This had the same discretion with the 10,000 dragon when they wanted to have that 10,000 rarity. I'm like, this is just Starlight with the letters 10,000 on the center, and all the 25th anni rarities are the same thing, but they have 25th anniversary on the center of it. Like it's the same thing as the cheap offs like Starlight. Like it just makes no sense. Make it a different rarity, or pick cards that already don't have Starlights or higher rarity cards. Like it makes no fucking sense to me.
I think
Personally.
so. The more that I think about it, I think they should have went with a different like look for the 25th anniversary. It's kind of a lazy way out. And at that, I think the Starlight is just ugly anyway. It looks like you just, I don't know if that's what they were going for, was ugly. But it looks like you just
Yeah,
put like a
for
fucking
real.
a sticker you get out of like a gumball when you were a kid, or like a fake Yu-Gi-Oh card that you used to get at like
Those
the
quarter sticker
fair or the farmer's market. Yeah, it literally
Yeah.
looks like a bad sticker on top. I've always thought that about them. I like the collect or the ultimate rare more, just the texture and everything about it. I think that's the best
Yeah,
rarity.
I get that.
People, I mean, these are definitely worth more in certain aspects, but I'm with them. I never like these rarities. I do think it's a little better that you get. I guess it's like you get the stamp. I guess for the 25th anniversary,
Mm.
if that's what you're going for, like the flex, like the little Adidas Dark Magician or something. That's the only thing that I guess really differentiates these two cards and rarities.
Yeah, no,
The
I
more I look
agree.
at it,
That
the more
stamp.
I'm with you. That that's the only thing I would like get over it. I'm like, oh, okay, it's stamped. Like Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do a lot of stamping,
But like
so
the
that's
same thing if like a card's highest rarity is secret, and then they go and make like a speed dual secret rare of the same card. So it's like, yeah, it's the same rarity, I guess, but that speed dual stamp is there, and it makes the card look different and like uglier in its way. Like it doesn't feel like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, you know. But that's just me. Whatever.
that's what's crazy is Yu-Gi-Oh. It's compared to other card games, like the alternate rarities and shit like that. Like they just never change it. So I think Yu-Gi-Oh people are a lot more picky from coming from like Bandai or Pokemon where shit's just textured all over and alt arts are
Yeah.
like Dewey, and that's just what you go for here.
No, I agree. I agree.
It's yeah, like, people are picky when it comes to their rarities, and I'm with you on this one. This collector rare sucks.
Yeah, well, that was Chris Berry who said it, but I somewhat like them. I guess my same argument would be like, let's say, for instance, when Wind Up Kitten came out in a side set, it had an ulti that Sprites players were playing it in certain runic builds, and the ulti hit $95. All right,
Oh, I
and
meant
then
this.
they meant and reprinted it in a side set as not only the ultra as the other main set one, which was stupid. It could have been a rare for all that and kept the ultra to retain some sort of money, but they also gave it a collector's rare, where they could have gave it any other rarity, because that ultimately all it did was lower the value of the ulti and subsidize it with a bullshit ass cheaper collector's rare. Like I think the collector's rare probably sitting at like $25-$30 right now if I go check. So for that, why couldn't we have just picked something else or chose a different rarity for it? Like that shit just makes no sense to me. It makes me not want to get into high rarity cards. If I can just wait another year and a half and they're gonna come with some bullshit makeshift mid to high tier rarity that's like half the price, but shit looks just as retarded. So fuck it.
Collector's rares are anything with texture gets me. Just coming from the other games, the texture.
Yeah, it's gotta
on the
be
card.
real. It's gotta be on point. Yeah.
But that's a pretty shitty. Like they should have made that a Starlight rare, I guess. But
Yeah.
you can't really fit that in something though, just for sets and shit. But a collector's rare is, I think, too close to an ultimate rare because of the texture. The borders are obviously
No,
different.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
I guess that's going into the same thing of why the Starlight 2 collector's rare doesn't really
Quite sit
shine
there,
up. Yeah. It's the more I look at, dude, I'm just online right now and these look so fake. Like if I got in a time machine and went back to my fat little fucking young self and went, hey, you want this Blue Eyes card? He would be like, no, that's fake. Where'd you get that?
That's
The
fucking
flea market?
disgusting.
Like, you fucking poser. They dead ass do. I can't. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. This is it. I mean, I'm on the side of this is just a shitty rarity.
Yeah, they should have chose either a different card or chose a different type of layout for the rarity, so it didn't look or mimics that of a Starlight. But what about some of the other cards that you liked in there? Like, did you like any other 25th anniversary rarities? Did you like any of the other reprints? Did you like the rarities that they chose for those cards? Like,
yeah, my favorite one was Dante Traveler of the Burning Abyss. He hasn't had a real rarity bump in ever. Besides his, I think his secret is the highest rarity still.
what else?
What else about Dante? He's packing a huge pecker. He travels and fucks bitches. No, I liked the Alt Art Sky Striker. Getting that rarity bump and a print in there was pretty nice. That's a nice looking card, just going along with that archetype.
I agree.
You would agree with me here because this was on your list too, but I agree. Danger Nessie.
Mm-hmm.
Danger Nessie was great. Oh, Rite of Armashir. Great fucking reprint there.
Yeah. Armashir is definitely a good one.
For us poors, we can get back into it since I sold mine. And not feel bad, because it's a rarity bump.
Yeah, of sorts, yeah.
What do you think is going to get it?
I'm not quite sure. Some of the punk cards might get it. I think they might punk out one of them. I think Heart Earth Dragon might get it, just because they have an ulti and they obviously have some kind of vendetta against having high rarity cards.
I think Super Poly's going to get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but it already has a fucking Starlight.
Doesn't matter.
So, like,
it doesn't matter. It's even better odds.
It doesn't matter, right? But as far as like the 25th anniversary rares, definitely Terraforming. Rite of Amercyr, definitely a good one. I would probably say Dark Hole over anything else, just because I don't think it has another like high rarity print. The Gin Buster, so that way my Sprite deck can flash out a little bit. But for the most part, I guess for like reprints itself, Ebly is a good one in Secret. Like, yeah, Nessie's definitely another good one for Secret. I like those ones. It's actually getting a common print in a structure deck too. I don't remember which one. The Punk package getting a Secret and Ultra printings is really good. Heart Earth Dragon, I was just saying, needs a reprint. It only came Ulti and Ultra. Dark Hole getting a Secret is really good. There is a Legendary Collection Kaiba, I think, version of it, but those come in first edition and unlim, so I would just rather just stay away from those. You just get a first edition side set, call it a day. Super Poly's good, and Book of Eclipse, because the highest version is Ultra, which would give this the highest rarity of it. And then as far as like Ultra reprints that were really good, I like the Punk Engine, as I stated. The Gin Buster is going to be Ultra. Hopefully it gets the stupid ass 25th anniversary rare. And then Sprite Carrot and Sprite Smashers was really good picks, along with Bistio Baldrake. I like all those.
Ooh, yeah. It's kind of butter on my biscuits.
Yeah, even Trent liked a couple of the cards. He said that for the quarter century rare, he liked Dark Arm Dragon, AA Zeus. Fuck you, Trent. IP Masquerena, of course, all the ones that I just fucking said. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do. Terraforming, I agree. Right at Aramis here, I would agree. He said Secret is Golden Rule. That's that new Crystal Beast card. We'll read that afterwards. The Danger Nessie, he agreed with. Punk, Foxy Tune, and Ogre Dance. Yep, Super Polymerization. Those are some good ones. Looks like we agree there. And Ultra, he's saying that Bistio Baldrake. Yep, that's good. Macrocosmos. I think it already came in like 2 different Ultra rarities. For that, they should just made it secret.
Yeah, but now the pores can use it.
Yeah, I mean, but they could already use commons or DTs. Like, there's other poorer rarities.
Yeah, you gotta make them feel nice, though.
I guess. And then Trent also has Sakitama and Aritama as the Ultra reprints, which I also agree with. One of them was a rare print in a main set, and it was like fucking, what, $12 for the first edition copy. It was retarded. So yeah, I'm glad that they're getting reprinted in the set as Ultras. And going back to Golden Rule, for those who don't know, is a spell card, an equipped spell card for Crystal Beast, and it reads: place 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spell cards, and then special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different name than those cards. And if you do, equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster, and you can only activate 1 Golden Rule per turn. So from what Trent has brought up to my attention, it is you activate this, you put Carbuncle and another monster in the back row, and then you special Pegasus. Pegasus will then net you a search, and then Carbuncle will then special itself and the other monster, netting you a +2 on the field and a +1 in card advantage, so that's technically a +3. But Crystal Beast +3 is like an average deck +1, so they need +3s to get good.
Trent, when he does the combo.
That's literally what he needs to do for sure.
No, hey, we
That's
all
big facts.
have our deck that we just need that one more card, and Konami doesn't give it to us for 5 years. We all have it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get them pretty good too, because we have a whole bunch of like really good reprints in here, and even with like cards like Wild Survivors giving us a pretty good deck, cores like Vanquished Souls, and even Dino's got support. Like, there's a bunch of cards coming in here that are going to be really good, like for the format that we're about to be in post Nats, that I really like. So,
oh, what's that? Is that what you hear? I think we're out of life points, guys.
I think we're starting to run out of life points too. They're done.
Just wanted to thank you all again for showing the support and the love, as we said in the beginning of it. We do have that slutty little giveaway, Xavier, if you want to tell them before we sign out of here.
Oh, absolutely. By slutty giveaway, he means we have a box of brand new, fresh off the press Wild Survivors given to us by our sponsors over at Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York. So be sure to go check their Discord out below to go see the next time that we are doing a giveaway. But this one will be given away to any of our social media followers who goes and inboxes us on our semi-limited Instagram with a picture of your wildest Yu-Gi-Oh card. We will pick a winner at the end of the month, so in about 2 more weeks, to give you guys a free box of Wild Survivors. Once again, to clarify, you will be going to the Linktree link down below in the description. You're going to click on that, go to our Instagram, follow us, because we're not going to give it away to someone who's not following us, and then Instagram DM us with a picture of you and your wildest Yu-Gi-Oh card with like 1 or 2 sentences as to why this card is the wildest Yu-Gi-Oh card in your possession. And then we're going to pick a random winner and give you guys a box, and you guys will be enjoying Wild Survivors on top of that. So, courtesy of your boys here at Semi Limited and the boys over at Unplugged Gaming.
The sluttier, the better.
That's true. So remember, Instagram, picture, Wild Survivors box, 50 Twitter followers, 50 TikTok followers, random giveaway. I don't know. Follow any of our other sites. Dylan might send you a dick pic. Who knows?
No.
Who fucking knows nowadays?
All right, guys. It has been a blast. I am the Lone Wolf, joined none other than
By Player X himself, and we are
the Semi-Limited Podcast.
all right. Take us out.
Motherfuckers, I'm back in the format. You ain't ready for mech nights and bullshit.
Yeah, we're not ready for none of that.